and welcome back to Love Your Food. This week we have a bit of a failure for us actually. We did funnel cakes and we'll show you towards the end of the video exactly where we went wrong on these. First, I'd like to remind everyone we have an affiliate link with Chef's Temp. If you need a kitchen thermometer or a portable meat thermometer, go check out the link in the description below, and if you use code LOVEYOURFOOD on checkout, you'll get 15% off your order. In the meantime, let's get back to our funnel cakes and we'll start off with our ingredients. So here's some AP flour, some milk, some eggs, some salt, some sugar, and some baking powder. And we're going to use a little bit of vanilla bean paste. You can also use vanilla extract for this if that's what you have on hand. And we're going to start off with our eggs, trying to keep as much shell out as possible. And we're just going to lightly beat these eggs until they're just broken up. And then once you've got your eggs lightly beaten, as you can see Chef Caleb here, we're going to add in our milk. And this is going to be, it's a pretty simple batter, honestly. It's a little comparable, honestly, to a pancake batter in some ways. And we're just going to be, as you do with funnel cakes, we're just going to be deep frying it. So we've got our vanilla paste here. And again, you can replace the vanilla paste with vanilla extract if that's what you have on hand. It's not a problem at all. Not a whole lot. We just want a little bit of that flavor in there. We like the vanilla bean paste because it gives you those little flecks in there. And we're going to beat that together until it's well combined. And then we're just going to add in all of our dry ingredients. So the sugar, the salt, the baking powder, and get that well combined as well. And then we're going to add in our flour. Now the thing about this batter is you want to make sure it is loose enough that it's going to be able to flow. We're going to pour this through a funnel, of course, as it is a funnel cake. So we want to make sure that it's going to flow. Now this is a little thick, so we can just adjust this with milk. We're just going to add a little bit of milk in there. And we're going to adjust it until it is just about the right consistency that we're looking for. So we're going to beat that milk in there. And if we need to add more, we can add a little bit more. Now with most things that we're using flour, you don't want to over mix it or anything, but we do need to make sure it's well combined, hopefully more or less lump free. And actually, we found that adding the milk in stages like this did lend to a pretty smooth batter. Now we're going to pop it into a funnel, and here's where we went wrong. We used our deep fryer with the basket in it, and that was our mistake. The funnel cake batter hit the hot oil. As you can see here, it kind of went all over the place, and the bigger problem is the funnel cake oil, or the funnel cake batter that hit the bottom of the basket went through the basket and pretty much stuck there. And here you go, we're doing a second attempt here. So we made some mistakes on this for sure. We probably had some oil temperature difficulties. The batter did not flow the way it was supposed to, and you can see here it sort of went all over the place and made these little strands instead of a solid like ring or a shape like a funnel cake normally is. But it was still delicious. Like it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to look, as you can see here. It's sort of more nest-like, but it did turn out delicious either way. It did stick a little bit to the bottom of the basket, as I said, but it did cook up very, very nicely. It was very crisp on the outside, really, really delicious still, regardless of the shape. You can see it just sort of sticking to the bottom of the basket there. So because of that, we do recommend you might want to do this in a cast iron skillet or a Dutch oven instead of a deep fryer like we have here. And then once that's clear of the oil, immediately you want to season that with the powdered sugar, just to give that nice sweet coating on the outside. And as I said, this still turned out really delicious. It was really, really nice. It was crispy on the outside. It was nice and fluffy on the inside. And here's our serving suggestion. We've got some beautiful vanilla ice cream from a local maker here in Southern Ontario. And then we're going to add a little bit of chocolate sauce on top of that. And this is just store-bought packaged chocolate sauce. And a little bit of our homemade strawberry compote. Now, we used this recently on the churros. We're just going to add a little bit of that on top as well, just like a funfair funnel cake, just covered in toppings. Just way too sweet, of course, but really actually quite delicious. And we did have a lot of fun trying this one. We did make some mistakes, obviously, on this one, but there you go. There you have it. That's it. Really delicious. Don't make the same mistakes we did. Please use a skillet or a Dutch oven for this instead of a deep fryer. Don't use a basket because you're going to run into some problems. If you like this recipe, please do like and subscribe. And if you have any recipes you'd like to see Chef Caleb try on the channel, please let us know in the comments below. We'd like to thank our patrons from Patreon. We've got a link in the description below if you'd like to support us there. And remember to love your food.